EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight we begin the final stretch. Week 16 starts here, as it'll be the Bengals of Houston taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. On the ground, here's the fourth-round pick from April's draft. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You talk about this Bengals defense. They've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This defense for the Bengals, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Conley. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The Ravens at 500, 7-7 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And tackled down after a gain of 3, losing with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On third down, Conley calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
They'll try a run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Conley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Allen going to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
First down, right back to Judkins. Well, they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now, look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better. Because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Throwing is McCarthy. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. Here's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. D.J. Johnson racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their second drive here to ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up a bit, a little bit, didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there the last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Now Allen. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques
techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Colston Loveland with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Oh, good move. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Bengals are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy.
He completes it to Beckham.
Down the left sideline.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 79 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes our score 17-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive. Because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
His first catch, good for 9 in the first down.
when you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Allen now looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Round 80! What's that?
They'll try the left side. Conley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
180! Look out!
Here's Allen. Going for a right side here, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
And again, it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Off 52. 180! Regular. 5 wide. Alert! Monday. Where's that?
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Now McCarthy.
Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
19, Tiger, 19.
Here's McCarthy.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Now he'll tuck this and run. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
Right, and that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. They also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws that quarterbacks make.
Yeah, absolutely. It takes 2 to tango. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Give up the middle, Jenkins.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best 1st half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On play action, McCarthy.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals. From 6 yards away.
And the Bengals continue to pull away here this 1st half.
The extra point up and good. And the rout is on here in this 1st half.
Ravens nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to win.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you meant to the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the 1st half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
On the ground, it's Jenkins to start the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half.
2nd and 5. To the air with McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun. McCarthy. That is caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. No problem there on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Round 80. It's all about teamwork. Don't let him rest. You want to win. Don't let him rest. Watch the motion. What's that?
On play action, Allen. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now.
Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. 79 yards.
And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Point after up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll keep it on the ground. Conley.
He'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks, giving the yard up to the 42.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
Running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Now a handoff up the middle. Conley. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They run the counter. Conley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Conley. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Up the middle they go. Conley, and he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
One final try here for Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle.
Aubrey good with the PAT.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I really enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And 22 more yards there and another first down. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 19 Tiger, Hawk 70, 19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Maverick, trap 60. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Bengals are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. The point after is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Conley.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
76 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Conley. And the lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now a handoff over the middle. Conley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On third down, Conley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Conley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. One final shot. They'll look to throw. They'll rifle this one deep right side.
A quick throw there is incomplete. This was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense.